Good everyone, Matt from Market66 here again, and today we're going to be cooking some racks of lamb. Now I love cooking lamb racks, one of my favourite lamb cuts to cook. They're beautiful, tender and tasty little mouthfuls of lamb. So what we've got here is a couple of nice racks of lamb, and all we're going to do is we're going to take off this hard fat from the top and the silver skin just to allow our rub to get directly onto our meat. Okay, so you can see that I've removed the fat cap and the silver skin off here to allow us to get our rub directly onto the meat. And these were already partially Frenched. So when I say Frenched, I mean the bones are exposed. So there's no fat cap over the bone, and the meat from in between the bones has been removed. So I'll consider these partially Frenched because there is still some up here. If we were at a competition, we'd be getting rid of all of this and cleaning up these bones really nicely. At home, we don't need to worry about it as much. If you do want a French, if you go and ask your local butcher, I'm sure they'll do it for you, or there's lots of instructional videos around where you can give it a go yourself. Okay, we're going to season our racks now, and you can make your own rub, or there's lots of really good rubs out there in the market. Today we're using the Butcher's X Hunter, which I think is one of the best all-round lamb rubs that are out there. So we'll get these things seasoned up. All right, we've got our seasoning on. We're going to let this sit for about 20 or 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we're going to go and get the barbecue ready. And today we're going to be cooking on the Acorn Char-Griller. We'll get these on. And for a lamb rack, I'm looking around 135 degrees Fahrenheit for an internal temperature. This is pretty good for a lamb rack. And once these are cooked, I'm going to sear them because I like a little bit of char in it. So I'll probably take these up to around about 115. And then I'll take them off and we'll give them a quick sear at the end. Okay, we've just shot past 115 and I've just given them a little probe with the thermopen to confirm that. They're looking good, so we're going to get these things off and get ready for some searing. Okay, so what I've done is I've got my grill grates and I've just put them down the bottom here, and I've put them grate side down, so I've got the flat side up, and I'm going to use that to sear the outside of my racks here and give them that nice little bit of char that I like. You can hear that really nice sizzle. I'm looking around between 50 seconds to a minute each side. You can see they got some nice char on the outside. That's looking really good. Okay, these are looking really nice now. They've got that nice little bit of char and colour on them. They look really good. So what we'll do is we'll slice them. And the way that I like to slice them is I turn them upside down. And I'll just tuck this one over here. And the reason for that is that you can see the ends of the bones here. And I like to use them as a guide, and you'll also find that there's another little knuckle that just sits in here. So sometimes if you're slicing from the top, right between the bones, you hit that knuckle, and that's why I like to slice from the underside. All right, so we'll pick one nice right in the center here, try and get on the side of that knuckle. And look at that, beautiful, juicy, tender. That's going to be delicious. So let's slice the rest of these up and give them a taste. All right, there we go, some beautiful tender racks of lamb or lamb cutlets. So we've sliced these up. They're looking really beautiful. You can see the doneness there. It's really nice. And I have eaten a couple. They're very nice and tender. But what I've got here is one of my favourite lamb sauces, the Heavenly Hell Lamb Almighty. It's a really nice lamb sauce. It's full of a lot of flavours. It's got a real depth of flavour, really nice sauce. So I've got a little bit in the pot here. I'm just going to brush a little bit on. And this will go really well with the saltiness of the rub. All right, let's give this thing a try. Beautiful and tender. Lovely saltiness in the rub. Sauce is beautiful. I could eat a few of those. So there we go, some beautiful lamb cutlets cooked on the Char-Griller Acorn. Now, as always, if you like our content, give us a subscribe and a follow just to keep up with what we're doing. And in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy some nice lamb racks and a cold beer. Cheers.